right, guys, welcome to another episode of Beyond the Science. We are back in Atlanta, man. Back at Lucy, fellas. Man, how y'all feeling?
Feels good to be back.
Feels good to be back. Got Coop here. I see you representing 3K ABA today. We'll talk about that later, man. But it's good to see y'all boys, man. It's good to see y'all.
For sure.
It's been a little chaotic lately in our lives. I know we've been having a lot of running around and, different business endeavors, but we're going to talk a little bit about the summit today. So y'all been probably seeing it on social media. We had a special last year. We had a keynote on. Shout out to Andre Anderson, but we're officially 3 weeks away. By the time this comes out, maybe 2 weeks away. So if you follow us on BTS or BMBA or Versus or wherever you follow us, you've probably seen us promoting this. But today we're going to actually break things down for them. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about last year. For a minute, how did y'all like the summit last year, and what are y'all most looking forward to?
Oh man, I think last year it was just so powerful to see the brothers that you were able to put together, put on a stage, the same room, fellowship. Shout out to fellowship.
Yes.
To get the brothers active, playing ball. To get the sisters jumping rope, doing double dutch. I think that as you see on social media, this is a conference like no other. I think that you're getting the CEUs and you're getting that experience, but you're also having a different type of fun that you don't normally get at a conference.
I completely agree. And on this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about stuff that's not on the flyers, right? Y'all getting it directly from the source here. So let's go ahead and get into it. And Joe, we know it's not just another ABA conference. Now, last year you played a little bit of basketball, you reffed in the game, you were on the thought exchange. Talk about your experience.
So my experience, as a African-American male BCBA, I remember my journey. It was my mentor growing up in the 90s. He became a BCBA in 2005. So for me, the summit was meeting some of his heroes with the Dr. Daly and the Dr. Bryant, and understanding just the journey that those brothers had to take to where we are now, and then imparting what we know into the next generation, i.e. Shane Henry, who was my 8th grade student, who is now about to sit for the BCBA exam.
Who also dunked on you?
No, he didn't dunk on me.
Oh, okay. So you got somebody. Okay.
He would have hit the ground now.
Shane, if you watching this, he's calling you out.
No. I'm refereeing the show.
All right, this episode is supported by our premier partner, Bounce Back Financial. Bounce Back Financial helps ABA founders better understand the financial engine behind their organizations, from cash flow and profitability to payer dynamics, claims, operations, and growth strategy. Team helps clinics turn confusing numbers into clear decisions. They've supported more than 65 ABA clinics and manage over 120 claims. So if you guys are delivering great clinical care, want more confidence in business behind it, and connect with Bounce Back Financial to start building with greater financial clarity. All right, let's go ahead and get into this year. So guys, September 3rd through 6th in Atlanta, Georgia. It's a hybrid conference, so you can attend us virtually. You cannot make it to Atlanta, watch us online. Guys, we got workshops. We got keynotes, keynoted by Dr. Njamu Nkosi and Dr. Jared Van, two sharp brothers. We got some panels. I know you on a panel. We'll get into that as well. We got some lunch and learns, a lot of social events. And one thing that we want to tell everybody is that, guys, this conference is not just for Black men.
Correct.
Right? That's a misconception all the time that people say, this conference is just for Black men. I'm not invited. No, this is open to allies. Look at our speaker lineup. It's open to advocates, people who want to come learn and grow with us. So we're inviting the entire ABA community to Atlanta to join us for the BMBA Summit. So let's quickly talk about why the BMBA Summit exists. So before we kind of get to naming the speakers, I want to quickly talk about what my vision was for this. And just kind of quickly in a nutshell, for those that are just joining us, I really wanted to create a space where not only Black professionals saw themselves as leaders and growing, but when we invited everybody here to kind of see how we can work together, how we can network, how we can grow, not only as attendees, but as leaders. And we've created so many opportunities. At the summit, you see researchers, you see people in academia, you see people that are all over the place. So I think that's what the goal of the summit was. And Coop, for you, I think just being a business owner, man, and just seeing your journey from RBT to what you're doing with 3K, and then you were actually a speaker last year. When I envisioned the summit, I envisioned somebody like you too as well, being able to get opportunities to learn and grow and show. I saw you posted the other day about the lineup just being proud. So that's kind of what the vision was behind the summit. So
and I would say, even to piggyback off of that, with Beyond the Science being an extension of BMBA, the diversity of guests
that we have had is a reflection of what the summit is. You know, we have had the doctor and co-season, you know, a lot of prominent, you know, people on here of all backgrounds, you know, from the LGBT community to the Latino community, you know, to speech, to, you know, OT, to business people. So I think that when it comes to the summit this year, if anything, let the Beyond the Science podcast show you how much we're putting emphasis on diversity this year.
100%. And to your point, you really see the community feel though at the summit as well. Like even starting back at the cigar lounge to the basketball tournament to the 3v, like you really can just see the community. And I think if you really want a true community, you know, that word's kind of thrown out there, but a true community, that's what the summit's about. And for allies who want to attend, you know, you guys should definitely come and support because you guys get to learn aside us. We get to hear your perspective. You guys get to hear our perspective. We get to interact with each other. So, and one thing that I saw last year was we had so many young professionals that pulled up, so many students, so many RBTs. So people found mentors there. So I mean, that's really what it's all about. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into Thursday. So Thursday is workshops. So we did not have workshops last year. So we're going to be doing workshops. We'll be doing a couple of podcast recording on Thursday as well. But that's going to be workshop day. Some great people doing workshops there. And then Thursday night, we have our networking mixer. And then we have fellowship lounge at the cigar lounge. So that's going to be an amazing time.
Shout out to Akbar.
We're going to have Akbar on. Akbar, if you watching this, throw this clip out. We got to have his brother on, man, because the views, maybe we could show some B-roll at the cigar lounge. Now, the cigar lounge is the only event where it's just black men, right? The whole summit is everybody else, but that is the only event where we kind of come together. We talk about our experiences, our struggles, our barriers. We do some toasts. We do some affirmations. That was pretty powerful.
It is.
That was pretty powerful. All right, so let's get into Friday. So Friday we have a amazing lineup of people that are going to be talking on Friday. This is where the field gets stretched. So keynoted by Dr. Jared Van. So y'all be seeing Jared on the socials doing his thing, and I'm happy to announce this is his first keynote.
Wow.
This is Jared's first keynote.
At the BMBA Summit, man. That's dope.
Yeah, so he opens with the tools, behavior analytics that were never given. So he's going to be talking about precision teaching, which he always talks about, and then behavior freedom for black learners and communities. So I'm excited to hear about that, man. He's always pushing the norm, man, and Jared really don't care. Like, he really don't get two shits of how you feel with him. He going to put that out, and I think the title really challenges us already. What do you think about that when you hear about his title, Coop?
I'm a super big fan of Jared, right? I wanted to ask you something in regards to the conference. I heard you, say RBTs were coming out this year, right? And I know you are, the founder of, what's the name of it? I don't want to say.
BTA, Behavior Technician Association. Yes, sir.
So what is the expected experience for RBTs at the BMBA Summit this year?
Man, I'm so glad you asked that question. So two things. We have a PDU available. All right, so we have a PDU available. For those that know what PDU is, Professional Development Units for RBT. It's going to be a panel for RBTs. Saturday, we're actually having a meetup for RBT. So if you are a RBT, a BT, a DSP in the greater Atlanta area in Georgia, Saturday, we're doing a meetup from 12 to 2 for you to network with other RBTs, for you to learn about Behavior Technician Association. That's going to be at the conference hotel. So we're expecting RBTs to be very engaged at the summit this year. But also, we're hoping that they come and network with other people, right? Correct. Network with people, whether it's a job opportunity, whether it's mentorship, which we're going to talk about in a minute. So not only do we have one PDU, but we have a whole networking mixer for RBTs.
So let me ask, can RBTs buy tickets to that, or do you have to be going to the conference to go to that?
You do not have to be attending the conference to go to the BTA meetup. That is a separate event put on by BTA. It's just going to be at the conference hotel. So from 12 to 2, and it's actually a free event for BTA members.
Dope. All right? We like free now.
We like free. It's going to be food. It's going to be drinks there. Awesome. So you and RBT, Saturday, September 5th from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. at the Conference Hotel. We're doing a whole networking mixer. So man, I wish I had that coming up when I was BT.
Nah, I mean, hey, guys, you know what? I'll sponsor 5 RBTs. Adams Behavior Consulting will sponsor 5 RBTs to come to the conference.
I would love that, man. Well, it's 5 RBTs at the conference. Y'all heard that, all right? 5 RBTs. Appreciate y'all, ABC. Shout out to ABC. All right, moving on. Friday, we got Anthony Bruno, which I know he's going to be doing something on functional mentorship and supervision, talking about developing RBTs and BCBAs. And then we have Dr. Andre Anderson. Doctor Andre Anderson.
Was he a doctor?
He was not a doctor when he was here last time. We're gonna give you a toast real fast. You ain't got none of your cup, dude.
Is that rapping? Is that rapping? The guy when I rap?
Yes, poetry.
Yeah, poetry. You know Andre, man. He's gonna be talking about the experiences as you pour that. He's gonna be talking about the experiences of African American men in ABA and human services, bringing poetry into the conversation of potential self-care individuals. Shout out to brother Andre, man.
Ooh, listen, we about to make this tradition. I got a beautiful wife in the kitchen. I said, make the bed, keep it in the head, but I love her till I'm dead. I got some flowers I'm trying to water. I'm just trying to make a new bed. But baby, listen.
Hey.
BMBA gonna be tradition. Every year we in Atlanta and I'm a new planner. But JT the man, I'm a ham with the hammer. Woo! That was for you, Andre.
What Andre else say? Look at me in the eye. Look at me in the eye. Hey, we are not cutting that out, by the way.
Crazy.
We keeping that shit in there. Hey, shout out to Alex G Productions behind the mic real fast, man. Shout out to Alex G, always doing his thing, man. All right, moving on. This panel is really important to me. All right, it's called When Professionalism Silences Authenticity, and this is 4 women that are gonna be on this panel. Tia Glover, Rashida Bier, I know you know Rashida.
I do.
Dr. Trinika Jefferson and Dr. Danica Moy. So they're going to be doing a panel talking about masking, code switching, professional
Rashida
expectations.
would be remiss to know that she's going to be the future Dr. Rashida Bier.
Oh,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She is in school. This going to drop in 2 weeks. We're so proud of you at ABC.
Oh, man, I love that. She just recently had a newborn.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, mom of 2.
I got to give a shout out to these sisters that are coming to support, man. We have so many, just black women in general speaking at our conference, but this panel is important. They did something similar to this last year, but the room may get a little uncomfortable because if you know these women, they're going to be speaking, and it's okay to have these conversations that we need to show. Shout out to those 4 women that are going to be doing that. And then we have Built to Last. It's going to be Marquita Randolph and then Jerron Cooper. All right, they're going to be talking about ABA practices, sustaining clinical excellence, and consolidating the market. And then we have Dr. Linwood Gibson. All right,
Queens get the money, you heard.
Queens get the money, you heard that, Linwood? He's going to be doing a presentation called The Pen of the Scholar, so publication of black men and the power with doing that. And then we got Wes Lowry talking about behavior analysis and applying it to competitive sports. That one kind of hits home for me, because we're former athletes. Coop, I know you played in high school, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you know. I could have won D1 though, but you go ahead. Talk about the summit.
Hey, it's always those people that say I could have won D1 at the YMCA at LA Fitness. But Wes is going to be talking about decision making, composure, leadership, and performance management. I always love hearing how we can expand ABA outside of autism, outside of things. So Wes is always pushing. Kurt Kirby's doing that too. Always pushing the edge on that as well.
And actually, shout out to Wes, man. During the BMBA meetups, that was when you were doing the mentor thing, which I'm pretty sure you're still doing. That was one of the first mentors that I got set up in the room with, and he gave a lot of game and there was a lot of love, and we didn't even know each other, man. So shout out to
in a virtual breakout room. Yeah. Kuba's talking about our mentorship sessions that we do through BMBA monthly. Shout out to all of our mentors that are doing that. If you own an ABA practice and you find yourself asking, we are growing, so why does the money still feel tight? This one is for you. Our premier partner, Bounce Back Financial, helps ABA founders understand what is actually happening underneath those numbers. Their team works with clinic owners to strengthen cash flow, improve profitability, better understand operational systems, and create financial strategy that supports long-term growth. Because when the financial side of business is healthy, we all know founders get more time back to their team, their mission, and families that they serve. If you want to learn more about Bounce Back Financial and what they can do for you, click the link below. All right, Friday during lunch is the Thought Exchange.
Ooh.
All right, so I'm going to spend a couple of more minutes on that because last year we did the Thought Exchange and it was just powerful.
It was.
I mean, to see so many black men on the stage, dynamic, successful black men. We had Kurt Kirby, we had Dr. Bruce Sonor, we had Dr. Lim. It was just amazing. Coop was asking questions about financial literacy. Jared was in the crowd talking about that, becoming a doctor. It was a phenomenal experience. So I'm definitely looking forward to that this year. And that's going to be worth 1.5 CEUs. So that's going to be Vargas Clark, Anthony Bruno, Dr. AJ, Dr. Will, and Dr. JT.
Yes, sir. And these men get to talk about behind the scenes, guys, what they've sacrificed. So that's something that, you know, a lot of people really don't see is kind of what goes on behind the scenes, what we have to sacrifice with our wives, with our children, with our bodies, just how tired we are. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Me too. And you know what's really good about the Thought Exchange is that there's no PowerPoint slides.
Correct.
There's no formal speeches given or anything like that. We're just talking about exchanging thoughts, giving games, giving nods, and I wish we had more of that, you know. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. It's guided, but it's intentional. It's really organic. Like we're not going through questions, reading that or anything like that. So we're gonna be talking about business, publications, keynotes, all that kind of good stuff. So and then after lunch, let's move into what do we got next going. So then we'll have a couple other presentations after that, and then we're gonna move into Saturday. So Saturday we have Dr. Njamu Nkosi doing our keynote. I want to spend some time really fast. The title of his presentation is talking about Charles Henry Turner and the conceptual prehistory of behavior analysis. If there's a presentation that you ever want to watch, this is it. He's going to be talking about one of the biggest names in our field that we don't know about. He's a black man from the very beginning. I'm talking about dating back to before Skinner. I kid you not. There was a black man.
Before BF?
Before BF was your BF, there was Charles Henry Turner.
I love it.
All right. Then we got BMBA Rise, elevating the role of RBT. Shout out to Brother Rob. We had Rob on here before. Isaiah Knight, Manuel Garcia, and Brother Blake, and he's going to be on it. They're going to be talking about the RBT professional identity, career pathways, why BCBA should attend to. Coop, this may resonate a little bit with you. I'm surprised that you're not on this panel, but you're a CEO now, so you know you're doing your thing right now, man. But
I would love to be a part of some type of. I mean, obviously, planning is probably kind of done for the BMBA Summit, but I'm always probably be a RBT at heart. You know, I haven't necessarily done direct therapy in the last year because it's a lot behind the scenes with the business stuff of a clinic and staffing. And
can we talk about that for a minute? I remember the day that he was thinking about being done as being a RBT.
Oh, yeah.
Not that RBT is a phenomenal, by the way. We need them.
Yeah.
The field doesn't go without them. That's why we started BTA. But I just want to kind of pause, and I just remember you being a little hesitant.
For sure.
Like I know you were like, fellas, I don't know if I want to completely, forget this income coming in. I just want to pause this conversation for people that listen. Can you just quickly speak to how that decision was for you?
So,
what you were feeling?
To be honest, it was a rough decision. I probably talk to you guys about it every day.
Yes.
For, a good, 3 to 6 months because, my heart was in the therapy. But I think it became a thing where I was just bigger with respect to the field.
Your purpose was bigger.
My purpose was bigger.
Yes.
And I saw, I was talking to chat as we do, and it was like Elon Musk doesn't do oil changes. And not to say that that's the equivalent, but he has to run a company. He has to make sure people are getting paid. Policies are in place.
Yes.
And I do think that I wouldn't have been able to start Sapphire, and I wouldn't have been able to go successfully open up 3K if I was still a therapist.
In the chair one-on-one. Yeah.
So I think my advice to even RBTs, to BCBAs, you got to take the leap, because like you may fail, like you may make it, but either way you have to jump and find out. And that was the thing for me where fortunately it ended up working out, things are going the right way. But I would say the main thing for me, I could talk to you guys for a year, 6 months, 2 years, 3 years. Either way, you got to jump into that water and learn how to swim. So that's what I would say.
Shout out to Ocean. You got to jump in the ocean. You
got to jump in that ocean.
You got to jump in the ocean. Whoa, pause. All right. So I will say, though, I mean, not to get you, I want to get back to the conference, but I mean, I'm sure I speak for me and Joe when we say, bro, just you making that jump is inspirational, man. Just to see you do that, to see the hesitation, but to see you take a leap. And then it's only been about 2 years, maybe 2 years, like to see what you've done. And we're going to talk about 3K in a minute, bro. But to see everything that's been going on, bro, we couldn't be more proud.
Sure.
Hey, man, you need to get some more. We're going to toast to that, bro. Shout out to taking a leap of faith, man.
For real.
Oh, man. All right, so continuing with Saturday, Dr. John Bailey. For those of y'all that know who Dr. John Bailey is, the ethics guru, is going to be doing another live podcast presentation with Jordan and Melina Gibson, the BCBAs. They're going to be talking about ethics, mentorship, and the legacy of the next generation. I love seeing people like Dr. John Bailey coming to the summit, man. Yeah. That's what it's all about. We talk about allyship. We talk about people come in to support. So that's going to be a really, really good one that they're doing. And then we have the bridge builders. All right. They're going to be talking about creating pathways and open doors. We have Dr. Linda LeBlanc, Anita Lee, Adrian Bradley, Bruce Tenor, and Ryan Jones. What a lineup there, man. Whew. They're going to be talking about leadership pipelines, why people get invited to the room, who helps create access. So that's going to be amazing as well. I'm going to talk about this last one, then I'm going to take a pause because this last one's going to be cool. So Saturday afternoon, we have Kirk Kirby and Shane Henry, who you just talked about. They're going to be talking about status acceleration charting, performance, decision-making, fluency, and how we can perform under pressure. So this is really going to be fascinating. I've never seen Shane present. I've never seen Shane talk about anything. So this is going to be interesting.
Shane does a great job in the role that he's in. Does an amazing job, and he's ready. He's called me about this presentation. So, and we've spoken about it, kind of just briefly, but just giving them advice. Just, hey, man, go out there and be yourself.
Another reason why the Summit is about creating opportunities, man. And then shout out to Kirk. I'm sure Kirk is giving him a lot of game, a lot of mentorship. He's one of the OGs in the game that's been doing it for a very long time. So shout out to him for giving Shane an opportunity. And then we got Javon May going to be talking about clinical rigor. Brian Antoine talking about environmental variables. And then, Joe, you on this panel right here. It's called Different Ways of Doing Business in ABA. Shout out to Lakeisha Cobbs-Hayes, Arthur Harrison, who's on here. Javon is doing another one, and Joe. So you can talk about this one because you're doing this one.
Yeah, I am doing this one. And it's just, for most of our careers, we just kind of get put in this little box, right? I got to come out here. I got to jump in the clinic. I may do some in-home. But there's other things and other ways and other populations and other settings that we can do ABA in. I've done pretty decent working in the school system, coming from a school system background. So I'm kind of excited just to share with just all the people there. Hey, this is possible. You can obtain a school contract. You can do presentations. It's similar. All we're trying to do is just change behavior.
Different ways of doing it, group homes, technology, all these other things that we do in different ways of career. And I'm sad because Coop was supposed to be on that panel,
was supposed to be on the panel.
You guys,
Coop was supposed to bring the heat.
I feel like I was left off Bad and Bougie.
You left Bad and Bougie? Who left off Bad and Bougie?
I feel like they kicking me off the panel, man. And you the president, you're supposed to be able to say who's on and off. Hey, but listen, I would say this. I do think that that is one that I'm super excited about. I want to be a part of it, but I do think it is dope to start having the conversation that we can do so much other stuff, right? Yes. Even from what we're doing, right? We'll jump into it more as we finish talking about the summit, but even the fact that you're doing a summit, the fact that you're able to find some other way to transition, build community, and still make an income is dope. So I definitely think we got to touch on that more from our perspective too, for our audience a little bit. But right now we're talking about the summit.
I agree, bro. I agree. All right, man, but can we talk about the part that people don't really know about with the summit? This is after the session's end, guys. After the session. So the social side, all right? We talked about fellowship on Thursday, but Friday is the 3-versus-3 balling in behavior basketball tournament. Now, I will say, you need some more of that, Joe?
I do.
It's our pod. You can do whatever you want. You feel me? You feel me?
No executives.
It's Friday.
We're not Ryan Clark. ESPN can't fire us. You feel me?
5 o'clock somewhere.
Shout out to the people. We love you guys. We watch you guys. I will say, I did not get to participate in this last year because, and this is a true story. Y'all can back me up on this now. Y'all not getting paid by me to say this. We were playing a basketball at the gym.
Yeah.
And I got hurt.
Very true.
I got hurt. Right before I got hurt, this guy did a one-legged dunk out of nowhere and hurt himself too. And so we were both out. So the competition was really good last
Surprisingly,
year.
yeah.
I mean, Wes was hooping. Mike Williams may be coming for you this year. He was hooping. Jordan was hooping.
Stop that for a second. There's no way. And I'm going to look at Mike. We can go to a separate court and get ones, okay? There's no way you're coming for me. All right, go ahead.
So, excuse me. What's really important about the basketball too is like you're gonna be reffing most of this year. And for those of y'all that don't know, Joe actually is a phenomenal ref. it's a huge passion of his. Like, he lights up when he talks about it. He has a community of refs, so it's going to be great to kind of really see you in your element. You know what I mean? I was working a lot last year, but I'll really be able to kind of see you coordinating this year. And just don't be calling him phantom foul like you was calling on me that one day, bro. Like, that ain't cool.
Well, that was just because I was tired and I was winning, and I just had to stay winning.
Call a fair game, man.
I always do, man. I don't get state championships for no reason. That's what I tell high school coaches.
All right, guys, moving on to Saturday night, and I have to say, as much as I love fellowship, guys, the block party may be the best event of the summit. I mean, agree. You talking about music, foods, like actual food trucks. Yeah. You're talking about Spade. You're talking about Double Dutch. You're talking about a relaxed environment, a live DJ, networking.
If you from Atlanta, this is a real Gresham Park, real East Side type of time. You know what I'm saying? We come here, we got the food options and laid out.
The food was good though last year, right?
The food was great.
It was some good soul food.
Good. We had a drink. We had a little drink joint.
Unlimited
drink joint. And then we were playing spades. But the beautiful part about it, everybody was outside having a great time.
Yes.
So it reminds you back of the 90s at Gresham Park back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, bro. He don't know nothing about Gresham Park.
No, he don't know nothing about it.
So block party is going to be amazing. Come to the network. Bring your business cards, guys. And then Sunday, we're going to have a wine tasting event and a brunch. Make sure you come and dress and impress. This episode is supported by our premier partner, Bounce Back Financial. Bounce Back Financial helps ABA founders better understand the financial engine behind their organizations, from cash flow and profitability to payer dynamics, claims, operations, and growth strategy. Team helps clinics turn confusing numbers into clear decisions. They've supported more than 65 ABA clinics and manage over 120 claims. So if you guys are delivering great clinical care, want more confidence in business behind it, and connect with Bounce Back Financial to start building with greater financial clarity. Now, quickly, who should be here, y'all? Who should be at the summit? Like Coop just said, we want our students, our BTs, our business owners, our professors, someone who is not black. You do not have to be black to pull up to the summit. All right, come on now, allies, advocates, come learn. And then if you can't travel, because everybody can't come to Atlanta, and some people are a little scared to come to Atlanta because of the late night activities. But in all seriousness, join us virtually, guys. Yeah. Come learn, come get the CEUs, join us virtually. You guys can be there. I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. All right, all of our sponsors who are making this amazing. I mean, we can't do this without sponsors. All right, so shout out to some of our sponsors. Office Puzzle is one of our sponsors. We got Bounce Back Financial as one of our title sponsors. We got Action Behaviors. So we got so many. I'm gonna put those up on the screen so I don't leave nobody out. But shout out to our sponsors that are making events like this possible. We cannot do without you guys' support. And so this is my final invitation, everybody. Join the summit, man. Yep. Join us virtually. Pull up in person. I promise you, there is no ABA conference that has what we have. That has the keynotes that we have, the live podcast that we have, 36 speakers, man. Bring your colleagues, bring your friends, bring your moms and them. Bring your whole team to Atlanta. And a shout out to everything that we're doing. So, guys, we really appreciate it. And all of our speakers who are coming to Atlanta who have not been there before, I will say, this is not old Atlanta. I'm sorry for y'all. I'm sorry for y'all, but it's not old Atlanta anymore, cuz, right? So it's
you talking about we can't go to the varsity.
Can't go to no varsity, bro. This guy mentioned the varsity last time, and people don't even go to the varsity.
You talking about like we can't go up and down Peachtree like that?
Man, you can't do that, bro. You can't go to Edgewood Avenue no more. You can't do none of that, man.
All right, so what we doing?
We'll do what we have on the itinerary, and then everything else is off the camera. You know what I mean? But you gotta be a tour guide now. You gotta show people around.
That is true.
Coop live in Buckhead. He don't know that.
I'll be up and down 285.
Yeah.
On Saturday night.
All right, so guys, registration on Behavior Live, your summit, your hotel information, everything. The full schedule is on there. So we will leave the links in there. But shout out to the summit again. Thank you guys for continuing to support, and we'll see you guys there.
Yep.
All right. See you there.